I am here with Jen Greenstreet, the writer, producer, and director for the Just Like You film series, which are taking part in the Golden Door International Festival. You actually, hi Jen, first of all, how are you?
I'm good.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, you have 5 documentaries showing at this festival.
Yes.
Wow, that's quite a lot. Can you talk to us about them?
Sure, yeah. We have 5 documentary short films called Just Like You films, and each one is about a different topic. One is about burns, childhood cancer, autism, and Down syndrome. And basically the kids just tell their stories of going through unique circumstances, but the main and the common theme is that, you know, they're still just kids, just like you. So.
And it's part of, this is a non-profit organization that you have. So did that come first and then you made the films, or how did it?
The non-profit organization happened because of the film.
Okay.
And that's how we raise the money. We are from Kansas City.
Okay.
And our community is amazing. And I say our Just Like You crew is much bigger than the people on the set. It involves our entire community. And they basically raise the funds to make these films happen.
No, it's great. So how, I mean, you hear about these things, and how has the reception been to the films? Like with the kids, with the families?
Yeah, it's been incredible. You know, I think there was a real need for these films because, you know, when you go back to school or when you're in a peer group and you have something going on with you, you don't want to answer these questions every time. So you can just refer your friends to this film, and it explains in depth, this is why this is happening. This is why it's difficult for my friend to speak because they have Down syndrome and their muscles behave differently than mine. So they don't have to answer those questions every time. So parents, caregivers, kids, it's been distributed all over the world.
Right.
It's been shown to the United Nations.
Wow.
It's going to be in every healthcare clinic in Brazil because the Brazilian ambassador saw it in the United Nations.
Wow, that's amazing.
And it's on a platform called Learn 360, which schools use, which reaches 8 million kids in North America. So
that's amazing. And I think it's so important to teach children compassion because that can be very difficult, and especially some of them are more hidden, like autism, you don't know right away.
Right.
But something like burns, which is just, you notice it. And how do you find the people?
The main reason that we started making these films is because my daughter, Whitney, was good friends with a little girl that was burned severely on her leg.
Wow.
But we worked very closely with our children's hospital in Kansas City, Children's Mercy, and so the child life specialists there were instrumental in making this film happen and finding our children to be a part of it. For the Down syndrome film, we worked with the Down Syndrome Guild of Greater Kansas City, and for our autism film, we worked with the Autism Society of the Heartland. So they helped us find our kids and helped us with the content.
And has it been mostly people in the Kansas City area that are in the films?
Yeah, and it's nice because we like these films to grow up organically, and I love to get to know the families and their stories. And I think that's where the authenticity comes. You know what, I think film gets a bad rap, or it's criticized because it's so violent and destructive. Almost like it's, you know, a weapon of mass destruction. But I think at Just Like You films, we found, and we believe it to be true, that movies are actually weapons of mass connection. And there's no greater way to create empathy and bring people together than allowing them to walk through someone's life through film.
I'm sure as a parent, you just want to protect your child. And these people with these conditions in the film can feel very isolated, and it must be heartbreaking for a parent. So have you gotten great response from the parents? Yes,
absolutely. And you know, the reason that we are here at the Golden Door International Film Festival is because Michelle and Bill Sorvino came to one of our screenings and fell in love with our work, and we fell in love with them, and they were so kind to invite us to our festival and allow us to, you know, just let that many more people know that the films are out there for them to use.
It's pretty incredible because what makes this film festival so unique is this year they're focusing on autism, which you don't hear that often. And to have a film festival so dedicated to, you know, the whole concept, the Golden Door, taking in people, you know, the immigrant experience, and likewise people who are marginalized. So I think any time that you have a chance to teach someone to have, I mean, compassion I think is the key word, and understanding. And so I think I really applaud you in your foundation on what they are doing, because it's spreading a message of hope.
Thank you. And you know, it's so kind of trendy now, or it's popular to say anti-bullying. And what we believe at Just Like You Films is that we're pro-empathy.
Right.
I don't, it's like, you would never say anti-hurting someone or anti,
right.
you know, I think it's more important to focus on, you know, getting rid of the reasons why people bully in the first place.
Right.
Which is, I think, ignorance. So if you spread the knowledge and the familiarity, then I think that bullying just goes away.
Right. No, it's true, and I think mainstreaming in schools is great because then you get to meet these people and become friends with them. And I think it's great because I think if you teach it when they're young, then they will grow up to be amazing adults.
Yeah. Yeah, raise the world's first generation of kids because of their knowledge and understanding are more compassionate, accepting people. That's our mission at Just Like You Films.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Jen.
you.
It's been really great talking to you about the Just Like You, and I'm so excited and so happy for you that you have 5 films in this festival.
Yes.
And
Isn't that incredible?
It is amazing, and I can't wait till November 8th to find out when your next one will be. So, thank you, Jen, so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
You've been watching a HerFLIX moment.